Danse, okay, Anin. My name is Alvin Manitopyas, and I come from the Muskowhegan First Nations in Treaty 4 territory in southern Saskatchewan. I'm currently living in Calgary, Alberta. I've been here for many, many years. I'm very honored to be here with you today to give some greetings and also to say a prayer for this meeting. First of all, I'd like to mention that I was given tobacco to say a prayer, and when the actual meeting is happening a few days from now, I'll be saying the prayer and also doing a smudge and praying for all you people and for this meeting to go in a good way. So I'll just say a short prayer at this time. Mama no tawi mau simanto. Mate kakio mio manto poagnak. Mate yogi siguak. Mapamata kino awaniha. Tenene naskamo. Mr. He tagagi sigaoma. Mate mio manto poagnak. Mate sukoimenena go. Mupai chikoma. Mate mi anan mio asin mam chichigan gakio. No tawi mau. Mate kitamagano gakio. Nihio wasakuta askioma. I ask for blessings, dear God, for all the children on this earth. And I ask you to give us a good thinking in our minds so that I'll be able to have a good dialogue and to work together for all the people here on this earth. We thank you for this most beautiful day. Okay, was also asked to say a few words regarding the Aboriginal Day or Indigenous Day. First of all, I just want to, clarify this day. It was marked Aboriginal Day. It started back in 1982 when Prime Minister Trudeau repatriated the Canadian Constitution back to Canada. And during that time, it gave him an opportunity to come up with an umbrella term to refer to all the Indigenous people in this land, the Treaty First Nations people, and the Métis people, and the Inuit people. And we also have non-status First Nations people. So he borrowed a term from Australia. They refer to the Indigenous people over there as Aborigines. And if you look at that term, it has a prefix of ab on it. And to many people, it's not a very right terminology to use, because ab means like if you take the word abnormal, then there you get the idea that it's not for real, So people question that whole term Aboriginal. And then they came up with Indigenous, which is used in the international arena in the United Nations. They use that term to refer to the original peoples of the land. So that's what we are. We are the original people of this land. And so a lot of people prefer to use Indigenous. Now, on this day, we're celebrating our existence as Indigenous people, that we have survived over 500 years of oppression. And I say that because during that time, it was about that time that the Pope came out with the doctrine of discovery, which is still being used to this very day, as it gives them justification to do what they have done to us in the past, like regarding the residential schools and trying to destroy our our culture, our spirituality, our languages, and so forth, and to weaken us as a group of people, and to have us under their control. But we have survived, and when we look at the treaties, it's the spirit intent is supposed to be peaceful coexistence amongst all people, and this is something that needs to happen. That has to be unity and harmony amongst all people on this land, and I think we're evolving towards that goal that someday we will see that happening across this nation. When the Europeans first came here, they did not understand the original peoples of this land. They seen us as something very different, and they came up with all those terms as savage and pagan and all that stuff. But we believe we are the chosen people of this land in Turtle Island here. And when the Creator put us here on this land, gave us a pipe, sweetgrass, and a breechcloth. In the northern plains here, we also have ceremonies. Around this time, we're having our sun dances, our rain dances, in Pasquesamoan. But in actual translation of that is thirst dance, because people will be dancing and they'll be going without food and water for 4 days. So to us, this is the most powerful time of the year to express ourselves in a sacred manner. And amongst the Cree on the northern plains here, when we had our young men, they would go on this very day, June 21st, the longest day of the year, and they would stand there with their pipe, a loaded pipe with tobacco, and they'll watch the sunrise, and they'll point their pipe at the sun when it rises. And throughout the day, they'll keep pointing their pipe at the sun till the sun set in the west. And that's when the sun went down, then that's when they're able to sit down. So they're praying all day with their pipe. And when the sun goes down, then they'll sit down, and with the elders, then they'll smoke their pipe. Now, what they're doing is they're programming that sacred tool, the pipe that we use to communicate with Creator. They're programming it to be in the natural rhythm of the universe. So that's one of the old practices of the Cree. So I just wanted to share that with the people, because we take this very day as a very sacred, holy day. So I'm very proud that all across this land that we're celebrating being Indigenous people, and we're also sharing our rich knowledge, our rich culture with all people. And I know that there's right now there's trouble across the land. There's hurt and anger, but I think we'll have to work through this together. That means all Canadian people. So I'd like to thank you for being part of this. Aho, Timigwich, hi hi.